In our last video, we saw the thermite reaction in all of its glory, but we also saw the massive amount of smoke that it produces. Now, in an ideal world, you'd be working in a laboratory with heat sensors rather than sensitive smoke detectors. But if you're not that lucky and you can't get outside on a still day, then you might think that you have to skip this demonstration. Or you could just work a little bit smaller. Today we're going to be looking at a microscale thermite that allows us to contain the mess while keeping the magic. We're scaling things way down for this variation. Rather than a flower pot, see the previous video, we're going to use a small, wide food tin, like a sardine tin. This will be able to sit underneath a large beaker, and that beaker is going to contain the smoke from the reaction. We're going to fill the sardine tin to approximately 3 centimeters with sand, and use a folded filter paper to make a cone. Trim the tip of the filter paper cone so that you can later push magnesium fuse through it. Into the cone, we're going to place a gram of thermite mixture. That's 0.7 grams of iron 3 oxide and 0.25 grams of fine or medium aluminium powder. Kleeps recommend we use an ignition mixture for this reaction using barium nitrate 5 and magnesium powder. The explosive regulations in the UK prohibit anybody without a license issued by the police making this in greater than a 0.5 gram scale. So, mix 0.45 grams of barium nitrate 5 with 0.05 grams of magnesium powder. Because this mixture is particularly sensitive to friction, use the same technique to mix things. Never stir, always pass from one piece of paper to another. First, pour the freshly mixed thermite mixture into the paper cone and then make a small depression for the ignition powder. Finally, it's time for a 6 centimeter magnesium ribbon fuse. Kleeps suggest feathering the end of the ribbon to make it easier to light. We push that fuse right through the powders to the base of the can to keep it steady. Now, watch the timing. As soon as the ribbon is lit, we cover the whole thing with the beaker. And there it is, a bright flash and a white-hot glow. By using the beaker, we've trapped all of that smoke and dust that would otherwise be heading towards our smoke detectors. And once it's cooled, just like before, you can remove the beaker and find your iron bead in the sand with a magnet. It's a great way to safely bring high-energy chemistry into a more restricted laboratory. Do ensure you check the technician notes over on the EIC website, while Kleeps members can consult L195 for this and a couple of other variations of the thermite demo that meet all of the current regulations in the UK. I'll see you next time.